Today we are going to play AirBlade. I had never heard of this before. I was putting my list together for the Xtreme list, and I don't know why I've never heard of this, because it looks legitimate. It's developed by Criterion, so, you know, our friends who made Burnout also made this. Yeah, they made this too. I don't know. I guess they made this before Burnout, you're saying, Ludicrous? I don't know. I kind of thought they made Burnout in, like, early 6th gen, but I guess they had time to make this before that as well. So I'm hoping this is good. This game is infamous for wild controls. Interesting. Well, I love a wild control. Let's see how it goes. After Burnout 1, but before Burnout 2. Additional features. Making of. Extras. Oh, I have to, like, unlock them. That's sad. AirBlade Gallery. Ooh. It's the concept art. Man, that dude on the right is so, like, 2000s, like, Euro. It's like Planet of the Bass looking dude. They all kind of look like that, honestly. I don't know what I would say. I mean, there are like a million rules regarding aircraft that the public definitely doesn't know. I'd say pretty much every rule the public doesn't know. I've said this on stream before, but it really tickles me that if the president is on an Air Force plane, it's called Air Force One. But if the president is on a commercial jet, it's called Executive One. And that has never happened before and never will happen before. But if it somehow did happen, they have a name for it, and it's Executive One. That's the one that gets me. I think that's funny that I had to learn that. And it's just like, that will never happen. Let's see. I am tap B Oga end. Oh god. The music's stuttering when the game saves. Oh, I don't have my timer up. Hang on. Here we don't go. I gotta get my timer. Why did it just... You know what? Can I just say, for all of people's complaints about Windows 10 and 11, right? Everyone hates Windows these days. It's so fashionable to hate Windows. This is something that I personally hate about Windows that I've never seen anyone mention before. I don't know if this is a skill issue, but does anyone else have this happen to them where, like, I'd say 5% of the time you try to search something and you know you're gonna get it, so you just type in like I just searched livesplit.exe and then hit enter. And it's just like half the time, I mean most of the time it'll bring up LiveSplit, but like 5% of the time it just fucking searches it on Bing. It just opens up Edge and searches it in Bing. How annoying. How fucking annoying. I wish I could disable that. I've never once in my life typed something into the Windows search bar and wanted it to be an internet search, you know? Like, shut the hell up. Can you turn that off? Can you disable web results and start? This has bothered me for years.
Watch it. Hey you. Hey you.
Okay. Yeah, this definitely controls, Oh, got him. Okay, so you can just, because it's a hoverboard, you can just do tricks on the ground. You don't have to jump to do them. Oh man, yeah, it's weird. I'm having a hard time moving in a straight line. I think D-pad might be the play for this. Oh no, this game is gonna require precision. The turning is so like... It's the turning. It's just... Oh man. Copilot. So here's my thoughts on that. You know, obviously, the discussion of AI and one's opinion on it is a discussion that everyone on the internet has been having nonstop for the last like 3 or 4 years now. And obviously, I too have opinions. But regarding Copilot specifically and Microsoft like jamming it into all of their products, really the only way it's impacted me, to be honest, is that they replaced like whatever the autocomplete was in Visual Studio, right? I don't know how however the autocomplete used to work. They replaced it with some kind of Copilot thing, I think, that like is really hard to figure out how to turn off, and it's way worse than the old autocomplete. Like it tries a lot harder now to, I think, use some kind of AI thing, presumably, to like guess what you're doing and then just like fill in the code for you without you asking. And the end result is like, it's just fucking wrong, like every single time. It doesn't know what you want at all, and it just makes shit up, and it's constantly wrong. And the autocomplete used to just be like, you know, I see you're making a for loop, would you like some help? And it'll just construct the for loop for you, and you just hit tab and it autocompletes. And it's like, okay, great, thank you. You know, but now it's like, aha, and your for loop will do this, and it's like, no, it won't, shut up. So whenever the last time I was working on Lakeside, I noticed that they had changed the autocomplete to be something much worse, and I'm blaming AI for that.
Now call your ass over here.
And it was like unclear how to get it to stop doing that, and I don't think there's any way to get the old behavior back anyway. How do I get up there? Oh, speaking of, yeah, I heard that they had started, they now say AI viewers instead of best viewers or whatever, so the bots are back. Hang on a second. Moderation. How did I do this again? And they do it with different fonts on the letters at random, so it's difficult to stop them. Let's see. How do I... Man, they've like changed... They've like changed the moderation settings where now I can't find how to get to like your banned words. I usually just like set whatever the AI says as like a banned phrase in the chat so that if they try to type it doesn't work. But I can't find that setting anymore. Where moderation settings, mod management? No. Show all advanced settings. Chat rules? No. Auto mod and filtering. That's what I want. Permitted to block terms and phrases. Yes. Alright, well, we'll see. We'll probably still get bots, because they're gonna just change up, like, the way the letters look, so that they can always get past any kind of filter. But there, I have filtered the AI viewers. Actually, I just filtered an aspect of the URL. You can still type AI viewers if you want to. So how do I get over there? Looks like maybe I do this. And then... Oh, no. Had to explain to some senior product managers at work why there was a bunch of booze at graduate. Yeah, I don't know. Old people are just, like, uniquely susceptible to things. It's, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't think that can happen to me. See, I'm just trying to get as much height as possible. You can't, like... Damn it. You can't, like, stop. The hoverboard cannot stop, as far as I can tell. Maybe there's, like, a... Okay, maybe... Okay, if you press L2, you get off the hoverboard. Otherwise, the hoverboard cannot stop. Kinda sucks that I'm about to fail the first level in the game, because I can't figure out how to get on top of the building in the middle of town. Hang on, can we just... Is this Tony Hawk's Underground? Can you just, like... Okay, you cannot... So I can't climb this. I can't get off the hoverboard and then climb this ladder. I don't see any way on top of the building. I mean, I think that my original plan was the best plan. What I'm trying to do here is to get on top of this and then grind that rail, and then somehow go from that rail. But that was just wrong. Use that smashed pylon. What smashed pylon? What is that smashed pylon? To be honest with you, what's a pylon? I'm not sure I have a good answer to that question, and that's stupid of me, but isn't it just like a traffic cone or something? How do I... Is there a smashed pylon around here somewhere? Ethan, I'm up on the roof. Use that smashed pylon. Use that smashed pylon. How the... What? How do you get up there? I'm actually gonna game over on level 1 because I have no idea how to get up there. I feel like it's this. It's that. It's definitely that. It's definitely the first idea I had. There's nothing else that even sticks out as making this remotely possible. Hold up. This is the smashed pylon. Oh my god. Well, we failed. I don't think I have enough time to get up there again. I think we just failed. I didn't know that there was a gap there. Oh, whoops, it wasn't this, right? It was something else. Well, failed level 1. There's no, like, camera flyover or anything to, like, tell you what you're supposed to be doing. They point you in the correct direction with the arrows, but they don't, like, they don't fucking tell you what to do at all. So then you just fail. Really, I think the problem I'm having right now is with the camera. You can't, like, look around to see anything, and your air border takes up, like, 85% of the screen. Uh-oh, there is another one up there. Also, yeah, I'll say so far, this game, like, the image is very clean. You know, good image quality, though emulating may have something to do with that. But, like, visually, the game is very, I don't know. I mean, we'll see if other levels look better, but you know what I mean? It's kind of got a bland look. Oh, there goes the pylon. I guess if I had paid more attention in the cutscene, I would know that that's what they were talking about. Okay, they do even show you the pipe. Okay, I guess so. I guess that's kind of skill issue on my part then. They do the camera fly over to the thing you're supposed to interact with, exactly as I said they should. I just wasn't paying attention, because who pays attention during cutscenes? I can't, like, see. This is where it is, right? Yeah. Alright.
Tell me you were watching. I was pulling some bitchin' moves
Come on,
back there.
hot dog. Let's get away from that chopper and find out what's going on.
I hope that's my character's actual name, Hot Dog. Is that I'm not a voice actor person,
I
but
imagine they're Oscar's former colleagues. He resigned from the GCP Corporation yesterday and took this little gadget as severance pay.
Oscar hijacked the stick? No wonder the suits are so bummed.
Yeah, well, nothing I hear about that corporation surprises me. GCP are a bunch of sleazy lowlifes who'd sell their own grandmothers if there was a profit margin involved.
But can you help us, Naomi? You must be
like, is
someone
that
who's on
Rouge
his
the
way to an
Bat?
Oscar.
Why would
Is
I
that
know
her?
anyone from there? The place is like nerd central.
You know everyone, Naomi.
Okay. I'll contact you when I find something. In the meantime, you guys...
yeah.
GCP practically runs this city.
Guess it's time. Time to stick it to the man.
And Bubsy? What? Alright, it's time to stick it to the man.
Away! Damn.
She did Bubsy and Bubsy 3D. Oh, man. Wow, okay, they got a lot of Sonic people. Come on. I just want to turn around. Pretty sure we have to jump on that. Oh, I was hoping this would get me up onto that building, and it didn't. It didn't do that.
Get out of here.
Yeah, this is what a PS2 game should look like, right? Not Skateboard Madness Extreme Edition. Damn, was she? I didn't know it was like that. Oh. Well, I'm still up here. I mean, so far this game's not bad. It just comes down to, I have to find stuff, you know?
Scanners on those GCP trucks.
If I can
They're
figure out how to
totally
get
bored.
places.
Ethan, you have to put them out of action.
I don't know that I have opinions on the current Rouge voice actor. That's like, I can't picture it. I don't think, I don't know. I guess I played Sonic Forces, and that's the last one I played. Oh, I see. It's that way. It's that way. Didn't they, like, recast all of, like, every Sonic character, though, except Eggman recently? Like, I know they replaced Sonic Hedgehog himself.
Ethan, I'm getting a text from Naomi. She's fixed up a meeting with a GCP guy who worked with Oscar.
No, that was recently. Not 2010. I mean, they've recast everyone a number of times. But I think there was a recent recast as well, like for Frontier or something like that. Mostly the same? Okay, never mind then. Never mind then. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. How the? Like, this is gonna be the end of the level again. How the fuck do I get on that? It's just in the middle of nowhere. Grab the helicopter skid. Excuse me. Oh, okay, so I'm not wrong. I'm not, because I swear I heard that at some point. It's that thing. Yeah, maybe that's what happened. Maybe they were gonna recast everyone, and then fans were mad, and they're like, oh, I guess we can't. There we go. Grade D. Okay, Yukari from Persona 3.
Negative, sir. The target is still
They recast everyone for the Persona 3 remake, right? I don't know if a single voice actor stayed
Oh, I think our Mr. Palmer,
from the original,
after all,
which is a bit sad, because I do feel like,
ruthless corporate bully. Isn't
you know,
so?
I do feel like they are those characters. Like, I don't know. Not that I'm a big Persona fan or anything, but it is kind of like,
Pretty soon we'll have Oscar.
you know, I know what they all sound like.
I'll have the shareholders in
It'd be weird if they didn't sound like that.
after that, sir.
presumably they're gonna do it with the Persona 4 remake as well.
Don't mess with me. There he is.
It would be like if they got someone other than, it'd be like if they recast Snake. Like, you can't do that. You can't just have someone else voice Snake. That would be fucked up.
Want a piece of me? There he is. Don't mess with me.
Great, the guards are all out. Keep going. I stopped baiting years ago. I'll never stop. The bait will continue forever. How do I get up there? Yeah, I don't know. One of those rare moments where I have an opinion about the dub. Normally I don't. Oh, that is not... So that jump would have worked if I were actually looking at the right dish, but I wasn't. Not really sure where I'm going right now. Oh, I had to destroy that. Okay, sick. I'm doing objectives early. That's kind of cool that you can do objectives early like that. I'm pretty sure that's probably going to bite me in the ass later when I'm like doing things out of sequence and then it's like, all right, now destroy the searchlights, and it's already pointing me to like searchlight number 3 and I'm like, how do you get up there? Like, you don't have any camera control. I can't... Okay, that's the dish. Like, is this the spot that I want to jump from? No. I think the spot I want to jump from is here. It also doesn't look that good. Maybe I come up here? There we go. Because of the design of this truck, I have to actually land on top of it or something. There's no, like, edge to grind on. I have to somehow get height to get on top of it, maybe. This sucks. I'm, like, stuck on him. Let me go. No. No. There we go. I don't know why that just worked, jumping off the floor that time. Cool, went right over the top of it. It just feels like sometimes you get a much shallower jump, and I'm not sure why. I mean, maybe there was something about the level geometry there that caused me to... I don't know. I mean, that was a truck. That's one. Nope, jumped over it again. Jumped over it again. Fuck. This is really annoying. And now I'm stuck. Oh, that's not even the correct truck. Well, oh man, I have to do all that crap again. That's really annoying. Yeah, this like level format of this level format of like having to do a number of goals in a row before the timer runs out kind of is going to make this game a giant pain in the ass, I think, because it's going to be a bunch of easy objectives followed by one incredibly annoying thing, and you're going to have to do all the easy objectives to get a shot at the annoying thing every time. Oh, what's up, Sturchan? Yeah, don't get too used to it. I think I might stream again on Friday. I think I'm going to have nothing important going on Friday afternoon, where I can just stream Friday. And I'll even be back in New Jersey at that point, so it'll be like all nice and stuff. It won't be that nice because my stream setup has been torn down already, so it'll still just be like a laptop stream with a bad mic and everything, but it'll at least suck a little less for me. But after probably Friday, I don't really know when the next stream will be. Because Saturday I'm completely busy, Sunday I'm completely busy, and then after that is back to work. And I'm pretty sure I'll be on a, like, normal-ish schedule where I can't stream afternoons. Long term, I kind of see myself streaming. Like, long term, the schedule is going to have to shift later into the day. I would like to stream regularly. You know, stream regularly most days, stuff like that. But I don't think it could happen until like 4 Eastern instead of the usual noon or 1 p.m. Eastern that I like to do. Yeah, Pixel. The training is complete. I passed it. Easy. Wasn't worried about it at all. Etc., etc. So, you know, I'll be going back to New Jersey, and then from there I am moving to New Hampshire. that's where to next. I'll be back in New Jersey for like a day or two, and then I gotta move again. And I'll be living in a hotel for a little while looking for an apartment, probably. It's not locked in yet, but that is where I'm going to be placed. It's actually your choice. It's not, most people get a choice, and I am most people, and that is what I have chosen. It's the best option out of everything available to me. It's not locked in till Tuesday. The official placement happens on Tuesday. Like, that's why I'm still in Oklahoma. It's because I have to stick around till Tuesday for the placement day. And then as soon as that's over, I can leave. But I know what everyone in the class is picking. No one else will be picking it, so that means it's mine. And that is what I am going to pick. Should have come to Arizona. There was no Arizona option. There is an Albuquerque option. That's the closest thing. But Albuquerque was not a good choice. Albuquerque is actually a Cat B facility right now, which means that from the bottom of your class, someone is forced to go there, kind of. The rules are very complicated, but actually no one in our class ended up having to go to Albuquerque. But if everyone in our class had passed, then someone would have had to go to Albuquerque. Is Albuquerque not a good city to live in? I was talking to like one of my friends in the class, and she was saying that if she got bottom of the list, so the bottom 3 facilities that someone was going to be forced to go to were Memphis, Miami, and Albuquerque. And this is for staffing reasons. Those facilities just desperately need people. And she was saying if she got the bottom, she can't do Miami because it's too expensive. And regarding Albuquerque, she said, I can't move to Albuquerque because they're racist. And I didn't ask her to elaborate on that, but apparently Albuquerque is racist.
What are you doing? Hey! Whoa! What are you doing? Leave it, kid.
Oh man, I was like at the wrong angle there.
Out of the way! Leave it, kid. Whoa!
Ah, too slightly early. Wait, I'm on top of the truck still. No! Hang on, we can make this work. No, I can't make this work. I can't make it work. It's a suitable punishment for bottom of the class. It's because of staffing reasons. Those 3 facilities needed people the most, so I don't know what I would have done if I were at the bottom. I was trying not to think about that too hard. But I think for me it would have had to be between Albuquerque and Miami, with a slight lean towards Albuquerque. But I don't really know. I like don't want to move to Florida, you know? Florida, I don't want to move to Florida. That was like weighing heavily on my mind. But our bottom two ended up going Memphis and Miami. The guy who went Miami already lived in Jacksonville anyway, so that's not that big of a deal for him. And then the dude who went Memphis was like, yeah, I'm fine going Memphis if that's what it comes down to. And that is what it came down to, so he wasn't that mad either. So it worked out well. It worked out well. No one was too upset about having to go places they didn't pick. The streamer guy is the one who is, the dude who is a former professional Call of Duty player is the one from Jacksonville, where, he's going to Miami because he didn't score high enough to get to choose. If he had gotten to choose, he was going to stay in Jacksonville because there's a center there. So I think he's kind of unhappy because he wanted to stay in Jacksonville, but frankly, could have been worse, you know? Could have been worse. But yeah, I'll be going to Boston Center in Nashua, New Hampshire. Very cool. Very hip place, Nashua. I don't know how, like, cold it's gonna be. I was reading on Wikipedia that apparently, on average, there are 11 days a year with temperatures below 0. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I hit the searchlight box. Ugh, come on, we fail now. That sucks. It didn't grab because he hit the exact wrong piece of the pole. That's so shit that that can happen.
Ethan, you idiot!
Yeah, it's, I think the city is probably best known for, like, being where you move when you live in Boston and don't want to pay taxes. You know, it's right on the border there with Massachusetts, so if you works in Massachusetts somewhere, it's popular to move to Nashua, where you then don't have to pay Massachusetts taxes. Let me see if I can just get the lights on the first go. Yeah, the pictures all look pretty nice. The other option that I was like, for me, because I wanted to stay in the Northeast, right? I don't want to move across the country to where I don't know anybody. I don't want to move to like a different cultural zone where like I'd feel out of place. Like I feel pretty out of place in Oklahoma, to be honest with you. I feel like it's pretty obvious that I'm not from around here, just looking at me. I don't know. I don't know if anyone actually thinks that, but I feel pretty out of place here culturally. So, you know, want to stay somewhere kind of like that. So my options were like basically Boston Center or DC Center. There is a New York Center, and I would totally just pick New York, but New York Center has like an abysmally low training pass rate. Almost everyone who goes there fails, and so it just is like not a good career move. They're actually horribly understaffed in New York as well, but because it's such a bad facility, they can't force people to go there like they can with Miami and Albuquerque and stuff. So what they do instead is you have to volunteer. Anyone can volunteer to go to New York, and if you go to New York, they give you $20,000. That's how they do it. There's a $20,000 bonus for anyone willing to go to New York. So, like, I couldn't do New York. Like, I couldn't pick New York as much as I would have loved to just stay in New York, because, like, really, that's how it truly be. But it's not how it is, because New York Center has too many problems. Also, you can, like, never transfer out of New York Center because they're always so understaffed that you just, like, aren't allowed to leave. It's a black hole facility is what they call them. New York, LA, and Oakland are, like, the black hole facilities that you can never leave. So you gotta really be certain you want to go there. But between Boston and DC, basically, I couldn't decide, so I just started asking all kinds of people. Like, all of the instructors you work with, and you work with a ton of different instructors in training, they're all retired controllers who have been around for decades, and they all know everybody. So I was just asking them, like, you know, hey, what you know, between Boston and DC, like, what's the play here? And every single one of them said Boston. Without fail. They were all like, Boston Center is great, don't pick DC. And I don't know the exact reasoning for that, but they were all like, yeah, no, don't do DC, so I'm not doing DC, even though my sister lives in DC, so I think and I have a friend who lives in Baltimore as well, so it would have been, on some level, it would have been nice to hear that DC was the play, because then I could have lived by family and friends and stuff, and instead I'm moving to the fucking frozen tundras up in New England. But I don't know. That's what we're doing.
Call security.
Oh my god, I keep getting a bad angle there.
What are you doing?
Yeah, if I did work DC Center, I'd probably have to work Air Force One, not like often, but it would probably come up. I don't know if it would ever come up over like New England. I mean, I guess if the president's ever going to Maine for some reason, but you gotta be fucking kidding me. I'm just gonna die trying to get this truck for like 4 minutes. Hang on, I'm gonna do this someplace else.
Call security. Out of the way.
I was saying this before, but I think it's really fucked up that they would, not in like a, just like not because I would like do anything, you know, just to be clear. Not because I would do anything, but just in the sense that, like, I don't think of myself as a very serious person in a lot of ways. Like, I'm just some weirdo. I'm just some weirdo from the internet. And the idea that they would trust me to give control instructions to fucking Air Force One is like, Lamau, what? I feel like if the American public knew that it was me, there would be an uproar. Just, you trust this type of person with that type of important job? It's like, apparently yes. I don't know why they're gonna trust me to talk to any planes, but they are.
Out of the
You've like gotta be fucking kidding me. This is like the worst goal, dude. This sucks.
Call security.
I will say, regarding the GameCube thing, oh my god, look at those two people fused into each other on screen. But, there we go. Something you might not know about air traffic control. If you're ever talking to like another controller or something, you don't do this if you're talking to a plane, but if you're talking to another controller, when you're done, you sign off with your operating initials, it's called. So everybody has a pair of initials that is sort of like theirs, right? You know, ideally that's just your actual initials, like first name, last name. But it can be anything, and you are the only person who works at your center who's allowed to use those initials, and you sign off on everything you do with your operating initials, right? So what I've been hearing, because my initials are, you know, my initials are AB, right? My initials are AB, and I've been told that I will not be getting AB. Like, that's just not fucking happening. Someone else is gonna be AB, and then I will have to come up with something else. So we'll see, so that's where I'm going with this Sturchan. If I have to pick initials that aren't AB, fucking GC is like top of my list. I'm probably gonna be professionally known as GC. Dude, I can't make that. That's like top of my list. Top of my list for my initials I'm gonna take if I can't take AB is GC. Dude, you can't make that. What the hell is this? So I don't know what initials are available in Boston Center. It's not public. Like you can't just Google it. Oh, if you spin for too long, you just die. Yeah, I wouldn't be TP because of toilet paper, but also because of Twilight Princess, which is a shit game, you know? You just can't make that. What the hell is this? I'm failing at this is the last jump in the level. Welp. I don't know what to think about that. This is the last jump in the fucking level, and that's just not makeable. What? Hello? You don't have the height for that. I'm trying to boost midair. You can't.
No.
Well, we're doing that for like the 4th time. But yeah, I'm thinking GC. The only problem is if anyone asks why, I'll have to explain to them. If anyone asks why, I gotta say, so the Nintendo GameCube, and they're gonna look at me like I'm crazy. I need a cover story. That being said, all air traffic controllers are gamers, so they'll understand. I don't even know that I do need a cover story for a Nintendo GameCube. Like, they put out that thing. It was a New York Times article like a month ago. And, you know, it was a bit of a story amongst gamers. The FAA put out an ad that was like, explicitly targeting gamers to apply to be air traffic controllers, right? When that article came out and I saw it, I looked around the room where I was sitting, and we were on like break, so it was like my whole class was just sitting in the room. And I would say that out of everyone in the room, of the 13 people in the room, probably like at least 10 of us were in the process of playing video games. And it was just like, yeah, that checks out. I was playing video games. I look over, people sitting next to me are playing video games. You know, whatever they're doing was clearly already working to attract gamers. Got the former professional Call of Duty player in my class as well.
Out of the way!
Oh my god. Gift card. I mean, Gary Coleman is GC. Gary Coleman isn't an air traffic controller, so I don't have to worry about him having the initials already. Actually, isn't he dead? So I really don't have to worry about it. No, I'm thinking of George Foreman. Is Gary Coleman still alive? Hang on. Gary Coleman. Nah, he dead. I think this should have just been a reset anyway, because I missed the fourth light, didn't I? Gender conforming. That would require some explanation. I think that would get me more weird looks than GameCube. Well, I think the problem, Stir-chan, to be honest with you, is that there was an episode of Drake and Josh back in the day where they parodied the George Foreman grill with the Gary Coleman grill. And because of that, those two are just permanently linked in my brain as the same guy. Because they just reran that show endlessly. And so I just have this problem.
What are you doing?
That's what... I think that's why.
Call security. Hey! Call security.
No. How did I ever get this to work? Ah.
Whoa! Out of the way!
That was the wrong truck. How disappointing. The objectives would be less bad if the game controlled better, but the objectives are really hard because the game plays like ass.
What are you doing? Coming through!
There we go. I have to get the lights now, right? I think there's one light that I missed the last light, unfortunately. Yeah, this is like probably RIP, because it's going to be hard for me to get... Actually, wait, I think I can just do this. I think I can just come up here. Okay, the last light's okay to miss, because you can just come up here. Oh, I get it. I just put the pieces together. I understand completely. Check this. They want you to do this, which is something that I saw in the loading screen before this level. And then forgot about. Alright, there you go. That's all I had to do. D. You still have control during the slow motion action scenes. Keep the combo going. Josh from Drake and Josh did vlogs. I don't remember that. He was in Oppenheimer.
Don't sweat. You made it this far.
He was some kind of side character in Oppenheimer.
What's the deal with that? I mean, this board is awesome and all, but why are these GCP jerks getting so uncool about it?
At the heart of the AirBlade is an anti-grav power plant. It's a technology that will make fossil fuel.
They're just watching the movie and suddenly fucking Josh shows up.
It's a good thing. I mean,
It just looks just like him.
right?
Not for GCP. They want to bury the technology until they've milked the profit from their investments in traditional energy sources. 30 years, Oscar reckoned. That's why he walked out with the AirBlade.
Where's Oscar now?
I heard he's being held in a secure area, on the top floor of the corporation's HQ. You better hurry. They want to keep Oscar's talent at GCP, but not so bad that they wouldn't kill him and all his friends. Keep this technology under wraps.
We'll see about that. Don't mess with me. Oh, you want... Don't mess with me.
Is every level gonna start with just tricking into 6 random guys? 5 or 6 random dudes who are just chilling on the ground?
There he is. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me.
Want a piece of me?
I never knew the AirBlade could do that. There was a sequel series to How I Met Your Mother with Josh and Hilary Duff. What the hell? It's like a child star retirement home type TV show. Oh, this was back then. Okay. Oop. Shoot. Oh wait, can I just make this jump? Yes.
Yeah, they're going crazy.
They were struggling to get tickets to her Toronto show. Interesting. She's doing well for herself then, I guess, these days. That's good. Yep. Hello, he just grabbed the board instead of the pole. Come on, dude. There we go. Alright, how am I getting up there? Onto that box. Oh. Cool. So far, not that bad. This game does control really weird, though. The AirBlade, it kind of controls like you would expect. Like, if you had an AirBlade in real life, it would control like this, you know? It makes perfect sense. But I do think that the controls are weird enough that normal people would turn this game off. That was the wrong thing to grind, apparently. I think I wanted the thingy in the middle. There we go. The first burnout? No, literally, I was about to say under the skin. It could be one of those situations, one of those, like, certified game dev moments, where it's just like, well, it's the same engine as AirBlade, so actually all the cars are just internally considered AirBlades, and we just changed the physics numbers to make them more car-like. And that's how it was done. Inside each car is one airblader. Oh, that's where I'm trying to get to. Okay.
All right, I moved the crane. Now you got a way into the transport station.
You move the crane. We've got a way into the transport station now. Thanks, dude. How do I get up there? Okay, that's the crane. How do I get on that? Get across the crane to the transport station. No. I mean, where's the crane? I see a lot of metal shit up there, but I'm not really sure what the crane is or what's leading into what up there. Like, I just can't see. It's dark. It's just sort of a bunch of dark metal shit. Oh, okay, here we go. This is it. Damn it, we failed. I don't think I have time to get up there again. That's just a blind jump. I couldn't see the rail. I didn't know the rail would be offset like that. And then he jumped over. Cool. Cool, we're doing the whole fucking level again. Like, this format is just bad. Having to do a bunch of stuff in a row and then nail the last jump is like, I don't know. I don't like it. I think I don't like it. Kind of a skill issue, but also I think I don't like it because there's just so much stuff that you're not going to figure out in the first attempt. Oh, you can just, like, come up here. Well, I got him. They counted that. I kind of like that you can just do things in whatever order, though. I feel like that's a lot of fun. Like, if I know where the goals are, you can, like, hit them while you're in the area like that.
Yeah, they're going crazy over at HQ. Try these on for size.
I mean, I think that if they let you do these goals in whatever order you wanted, like, I kind of get it. Like, each level doesn't... I kind of do get it. I'm complaining, but I kind of do understand why it is the way it is. Because if they let you do goals in whatever order you wanted, wouldn't this basically just be Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, but with, like, 5 goals per level instead of 20? What would be the difference in the games at that point? How am I gonna get that? I forget how you get this. No, 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 no. Ah, fuck. Down plus square is a trick that rotates you 180 degrees, and I keep getting myself with that. I feel like there's probably a route. I feel like there's probably a route where if you did the goals in the correct order, you could just, like, zoom through the level, getting everything and feeling like a total badass. But I do not know the route. I bet the speedrun of this is totally sick, though, because you're getting all the goals out of order. So there's probably just, like... the speedrunner will know the route. I pressed the wrong button to grind. I'm stupid. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of unironically like a good speed game, probably. I'm so dumb. I dodged it. I was on the right line and I thought I was on the wrong line, and so I dodged out of exactly where I needed to be. I think you can just, like, come up here, though. I think it's just right here. Yeah.
All right, I moved the crane. Now you got a way into the transport station.
Alright, I've got 5 minutes to get this jump to work. Giving myself a lot of time. Any percent is 13 minutes. Like, that's pretty cool. There we go. Oh god, slow down. Why is it slowing down? Hello? Suddenly the emulator's running half speed. What the fuck is this?
Ethan Park,
Hello?
as I live and
Step
breathe.
off, rent-a-cop. I'm getting on that train.
Really
This is why I hate
scary.
emulating, by the way.
But
Why
let's
is it
see
half
how
speed?
tough
What is
you
this
are
shit?
once I bust a cap in your ass.
It's definitely the train. Something about the train model. Because the second the train showed up, it tanked and it stayed tanked. I feel like that was super clean, but they still gave me a D. Oh, L1 or R1 to do a spinning grind, which is faster. Okay. Yeah, no, literally, it just happens again. This train model is fucked. The second the train pulls into frame, the game tanks to half speed. Ah, well. Okay, that's just hard game over if you fall then. They don't respawn you, you're just done. Alright, well. This level might be when the game gets really bad. Grind him down to the ground. Just doing what I can to try to catch up to these guys. And then you just game over. Oh my god, this is bad. What were they thinking? Like, how many objectives am I gonna have to do where one wrong input and the whole level's over? And like, I have to kill 5 of those cars. without falling off the rail a single time or doing a bad jump a single time, while also like screwing my balance with the spins in order to go faster so that I can catch up to them. That is some shit. This is gonna be really awful, I think. Can't see anything because of the camera, and now I'm dead. Great. The camera got stuck below the floor and it just killed me. So that's another thing that I just have to pray doesn't happen, I guess. Yeah, there's a balance mechanic. And I wonder if there's a safe way I can, like, camp the... Like, if I just camp the platform, will they eventually show up? And I can just hang out, like, here and just do nothing. And wait for them to show up and then just, like, get them. The camera's stuck, so... Yes, the answer is yes. I don't know if the time limit's gonna allow me to use the strat, though. I really just hate that they're moving targets in general. I feel like I want them to stay still so that I can come up with a better route. Okay. What do they want me to do now? Okay, smashing through that looks really dangerous. I don't know about this. I'm not so sure about this goal, guys. That kind of looks like you fall off the building and die when you try to smash through those. Let me see, is there some kind of... I guess you just have to boost and jump and just hope that it works. No. No. Okay, it just didn't grab it for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. This is not a good thing. This game is reminding me of Toxic Grind, actually, with its time limit. That's very Toxic Grind of them. how am I supposed to get that second one all the way up there? It feels like this pole should have something to do with it. Oh, there's another pole. That's why. Because you just do that. And I'm dead. Game over. Awesome. Dude. Like, what a shit level. What an actually shit level. I just gotta learn what to do, like, one thing at a time, and then piece it together. Like, I don't have to do things in order. I can get this billboard now. I guess it'll be better to grind the wrong way on these rails like this, so that I'm going into the cars. This is a way better strat. Nope. Shoot. Having a consistent way to get on top of the platform here would be good. But it's just like a little bit too tall, where it seems like you have to... I have to like go to the next platform. Oh wait, where's the... Hello? Where's that rail? That like under rail. There it is. Oh, it turned. Of course, dude. I mean, just chasing them down does not feel right at all. And the balance is a big problem. I really like a potential strat of just camping this platform, you know? Like, you just chill here. This feels like the safest place to do this. But it's like so slow. There we go. All of them come by here, though, so this really is, like, the perfect spot. I don't think I got the initial billboard.
There he is. There he is.
But I think the strat's just gonna be, you go there, and then you just kind of hang out. And I'm dead. You just like miss that jump half the time. I don't know why. That jump is gonna be a huge problem though. Let me see if I can like... I feel like for safety reasons, I want to probably usually go for the cars first, because they're going to kill me more than the other things. But let me do some exploration here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking with the falling instantly game overs you thing. Given how easy it is to fall, that feels like a terrible idea. But like, maybe it's just skill issue, and the devs were just like, well, we never fell, so it's fine.
There he is.
Just don't fall. I think I screwed up. I have a good idea for how to consistently get the second billboard, the one that's lower down, but it involves, like, if you bonk off of the top billboard, you just fall, and when you bonk off of that, there we go, got it.
Get out of here.
Do we have a don't mess with me kid guy here? I don't think we do. There's still a security, there's still like 2 security guards out there somewhere, I think. Any don't mess with me kids in here? Anyone? Anyone at all? No? Okay. So this whole building is a bit pointless, maybe. Oh, they all come by here. If I can get on top of this, which I know I can. Is that makeable? Oh, barely. That was a stupid idea. And now I'm dead. Yo, thank you for the 82 months, Yarts. I appreciate it a ton, dude. This is... I don't know, dude. Like, maybe this is a better camp spot. "110% creative control." Damn. The extra 10% made all the difference. Oh, this one went this way. Yeah, does Criterion still exist? What's happening with anything these days? 'Cause like they...
Don't mess with me.
Oh, it was right there. There we go. That's all the cars. Now, don't mess with me, kid. Don't mess with me, kid. Get him. They're still around, but they're just a support studio. How lame.
Out of the way!
I mean, people come and go. I imagine all of, like, the good creatives at Criterion left and aren't just hanging out at a support studio in 2026, but this, because the situation with Need for Speed was like, at some point Criterion made some of those, right?
There he is! There he is!
So check this, we bonk. Then we... Oh, come on. They didn't give me credit for hitting that. That's stupid. Oof, was Unbound a flop? I remember all the marketing for it. It was like anime or whatever. There we go. I feel like that's the safest way to break that second billboard there. But, you know, Hot Pursuit 2010 and Most Wanted 2012 are pretty well liked. That's Criterion. That's also 16 years ago. But, you know. Okay, now what? They want me to go this way and then up.
Come on! Bring it on!
They're sending more guards down. Trash those elevators, quick!
I can't see anything. I don't feel comfortable jumping down there. Okay, I determined that this jump is makeable, but barely. There we go. So they want me to do what exactly? spin that. I think I have to get on this rail that curves around. To get on that, I have to start over here. I think this is gonna involve starting over here somehow. People went mental about Unbound's visuals, really. I love to complain about Need for Speed Heat. And I'll do it again, gladly. I played Need for Speed Heat and fuck that game. Whoever decided that you should have to sit and grind to unlock the story missions can fuck off. Whoever designed the cops to just be completely inescapable can fuck off. And, like, I don't know if it was a skill issue or what, but, like, I remember Googling it at the time, and, like, nobody could figure out how to escape from the cops. Like, once the cops get to a certain level, you just lose, and it totally ruins any sense of, like, risk-reward with the night mechanics. It's just, I don't know. I don't know, just my opinion, but Need for Speed Heat was, like, balanced all wrong. It was just borked. I understand what they were going for, but it was borked. Anytime you would try to escape from the police, a new cop would just spawn directly on top of you and make it so that you could never escape. I did beat the game, though. I did play the whole thing anyway. Despite all of that, you just, like, can't really use the risk-reward mechanics the way you want to. This is so risky. Okay. 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 No, if you fall, it's an instant game over, and you have to do all of the objectives again. It's terrifying. Get up to Sawyer's office. How do I do that? Yeah, Criterion, they were very good, like, graphics programmers on the PS2. This game does look... I mean, I feel like the aesthetic is not good. Like, it's very, I mean, this level actually looks pretty good, I think. A lot of this game looks very much like a warehouse level. It's a whole lot of warehouse level that's going on. You've got to be fucking kidding me, dude. You can't even see what that's gonna be until it's... How do they expect you to react? Okay. Okay, come on. We've been... Okay, come the fuck on now. That is so shit. That is so shit. I'm just gonna let it fall for demonstration purposes. Yep. Start the whole damn level over. That is so shit. You have no time to even see if that's going to be a grab or if it's a rail, and then it was a rail after all of them were grabs up till that point. That's dog shit. That sucks. I'm not save stating. We're beating this. That was the last jump in the game. Well, that was the last jump in the level, correction, but you know what I mean, right? Like, we got it. We got it. I just gotta get it. I know exactly what I'm doing at this point. It wouldn't let me switch rails. I kept trying to switch rails and it wouldn't do it. I think maybe I just shouldn't even mess with that and I should just do the strat where we come over here to get up there.
Don't mess with me, kid. Coming through. Hey, don't mess with me. Out of the way. Hey. Don't mess with me, kid. Oh, you want more?
Yeah. Black looks very good. To be honest though, that's kind of all Black has going for it. I remember playing it a bunch of years ago. How do I get up from here? Am I just dead? And the gameplay's kind of not that good. Like the visuals and like everyone points to the sound design with Black as well, weirdly. The gun sound effects in Black are like the tiniest guns make like the deepest bass note ever. You've got a little pistol and it sounds like you've got like a shotgun. Yeah, spoilers for my thoughts on Black. My recollection is that all the enemies are giant bullet sponges. So, like, every dude just takes, like, way too long to kill, and it's just not that fun. And the entire game just, like, isn't that interesting, actually. It just has impressive graphics. That's what I remember thinking about Black when I played it over 10 years ago at this point. So, I don't know, maybe it's good actually, but... That's how I felt last time. Bought a modded Xbox recently. That's, Ketra bought an Xbox recently. Bunch of recent Xbox purchasers. Okay, I'm just gonna get off and make the sketchy jump. Just gonna do the sketchy jump here. That was too early. I'm dead. I hate that rooftop so much. I hate that rooftop so fucking much, dude. That's like the only way off it. Why did they do it? I mean, I love the Xbox when it's actually working. I have never seen a fully functioning Xbox in my life. I have owned 3 of them, and of the 3, 0 have been fully working. So, I don't know. Something about the Xbox.
Don't mess with me, kid.
I mean, lots of PS2s don't work these days, but, I'm just saying, I've never seen or heard of a GameCube not working. I'm just saying, you know? GameCube works great.
Don't mess with me, kid.
Hey! Whoa!
Out of the way!
Hey!
Beat it, kid.
Oof, that sucks. He still fell. Yeah, the clock's dead on mine, too. Weirdly, I don't think, but, weirdly, the way the, I'm pretty sure the way it's supposed to work is that even if the battery's dead, as long as the GameCube is plugged in, it'll keep track of time still. But mine doesn't even do that, I think because I'm using like a third-party power adapter. So mine, whenever the GameCube is not powered on, time just freezes. Like, it remembers the time it froze on, but time just freezes whenever the GameCube is off. It was a thing back during GameCube thing. All of the times on my saves were like really weird, and the reason why was because of that. And because of that, Animal Crossing basically wouldn't work. I had to manually update the time every day when we were playing Animal Crossing. Before I started the game, I would go and set the time to the current time, because otherwise it would just think that no time passed between days when I was playing.
Get out of here. Watch it. Come through.
Nice, actually got that billboard with that jump. That'll save me some time messing around.
There he is.
Alright, I'm gonna go for these now. These are really scary. There's like clearly a better way to do this that I'm just not doing, but I think as long as you hold like back left on the D-pad, they can't really, I don't think you can really fall. I think as long as you keep bonking into the building, nothing can happen.
There he is.
They're sending more guards down. Trash those elevators, quick!
This whole thing is honestly really sketchy feeling. It works okay, we've got a safety rail. We've got a safety rail to rely on here. And then, no, okay. Okay, yeah, it just feels very sketchy and unsafe. I really don't like that you don't respawn in this level. I really don't like that. Like, that jump was too early now. Okay. I hope I still have enough time at the end of this. Okay, that's that.
Out of the way!
I jumped over it, and now I'm down here. That is so bad. You don't have to time getting off the pole.
Coming through!
Watch it.
The game sorta does it for you. You do have to, like, press the button, but there's no timing to it. Actually, I think what you really do is let go of the button to stop spinning, but, you know. And nope, I can't get these anymore. That jump is like kind of tight, like low key. If you're off by a tiny bit, then like if you're slightly too early, then it won't go, and if you're slightly too late, then you'll go over it, or you'll just fall off the end of the rail. That's probably too early again. Yep. God. I'm gonna run out of time this time. I'm not gonna be able to finish the level. So I'm just wasting like multiple minutes on this. Cause I'm too afraid of being late on the jump. Cause if you're late on the jump, you're instantly dead. Alrighty, that's that. Now we just gotta go get the 4th billboard on top of the building, and then that'll perfectly put us at the end of the level with the helicopters as well, I think.
Just find him. Affirmative, sir. Initiating search maneuvers.
Okay. It's this. Grab. Grind. Grab. Grab. Grind, probably. Grind. Grab. Okay. There we go, man.
I'll have you out of here in a second.
Hard level.
Chill out, dude. I'm on fire today. I kind of felt sorry for those corporation users. I've been pulling off moves even I can't believe. Shoot, it's like Escape Boom, you know? I'm the sidewalk assassin, man. The tarmac Terminator.
Bruh.
Nobody can stop me.
That was a C, by the way. Before you criticize my low-skilled gameplay, that was not the lowest rank. It can go lower. I wonder how many levels this game has. Yeah, damn, I wonder why it was 0.
Yeah? Hello?
Ethan, you're okay.
Yeah, I think. What's up?
Not sure. The whole place is being evacuated. There's no sign of Sawyer or...
Oh no! I got a split!
Ethan! Ethan!
They let him keep the airboard, though. Oh, sick. Look at those reflections. That looks so good. No reflection for the character, though. Never mind. It looks like trash. Oh, physics objects with the plant? Would it have killed them to put a reflection on the player, though? Just, like, have a second player model under the floor? Would have looked so good here. This looks like it's a short, just like, escape in time type level. Oof. Computer got me. Oh, the loop. That's so sick. And I'm not dead, weirdly, but I am kinda just dead. Yeah. Yeah. Is this game the sequel to Trick Style? I think it might be. I have not actually played Trick Style. This is also the future, I think. I mean, we do have these like CRT computer monitors, but in the future everyone has realized that CRTs are better and has gone back to using them. Oh, is it like that? Well... No, you have to be lined up correctly to hit that rail, and I just like bonked off of something. I just like bounced off the floor and lost control. That's gonna be kind of a hard jump. It's a little bit blind, but then also you need like good control, and it just is weird. No way, come on, really? How did that jump not work? Every time that loop doesn't kill me, it feels like a small miracle. That loop is so sketch. Okay, nailed it. Oh, and dead. I'm not really sure what I was supposed to grab there. There was like a pole by the elevator, maybe. I feel like it's a bit overkill once you, this is just a me thing. It's a little bit of a waste of resources to capture, like, they've captured me, right? And rather than just, like, shoot me, they're instead gonna blow up their entire building. Like, they could keep the building and just shoot me. Alright. Cool evil statue in the lobby. I love it. Oh, I see. It's like a, Okay, that sucks. That sucks, dude. The door just opens, revealing a fucking pit. That sucks. That's like a 9/11 truther thing. About the owner of the Twin Towers getting to claim 2 separate terrorism insurance claims or some shit. Because it was 2 buildings, or it was 2 planes, or whatever. I feel like I was pretty lucky making it that far without dying, too. Like, this doesn't really look like a pit either, but then it just was. Okay. Alright, next door that swings open has a pit behind it. I have to remember that. There it is. Like, why would this pit be here? Just logically in the... Oh, okay. Nice fucking try, video game. I flipped me backwards there. Oh, that was a mistake. I see what they wanted you to do. You had to turn around. Oh, man. Man. There can't be that much more in the level, though. After that, we're down to like 40 seconds. There can't be that much more. No. Oh, good. OBS Studio disconnected. Hold up. Hold up. DC and Reese. And then, are we good? I think I might have fixed it. Reconnected. No. No. Action needed. Why? No, internet should be working now. We're good? We're good. We're good? Yeah, that's... I think that's just like the daily DC. It happened around this time yesterday as well. I think that's just like the daily disconnect. Due to like... No? Okay, reconnection successful. I just got a thingy that said that, so sure. I think it's just like every 24 hours they boot you off the Wi-Fi and you have to like get it to like come back. You have to like disconnect and reconnect to it to get it to come back alive. And I'm dead because of a weird bounce. Nice. I hate that jump. I like how when you hit the plants, they're potted plants, but they make like a basketball sound effect. They make like a rubber ball sound effect. Okay, got him. It's very Deus Ex, right? That, the evil statue there. It kind of does remind me of like the intro to Deus Ex when they're doing that cutscene. They're like standing in front of the big hand with the globe. Okay, ready? There we go. Oh, and that was literally the end.
Come on.
Oh, it's not literally the end. There was a cutscene. There's a rail there. Alright, well, cool. This game fucking sucks, man. Man, like, come on. Some of this stuff is just like, are we for real? I mean, the level's not that long, so it's not that punishing, but they're very eager to just throw in these, like, ridiculous gotchas like that. Just, smash through a wall. Okay, you better know that there's a rail off to the right that you had to grab, otherwise you just instantly die. Like, nowadays, they would definitely, they would definitely respawn you on death. And the game would be better for it. Well, nowadays they wouldn't make this, because they're cowards, but if they did, they would respawn you on death. Yeah, like, I feel like that makes perfect sense with the time limit, where it's like your punishment is you might not be able to finish the level in time because you fell too many times. Like, that makes perfect sense. As it stands, because of the time limit, it's already do or die. Like, the time limit really has no impact on this level, does it? I had to jump again. You can't see. You just like, you just can't even see what you're doing here. It just, there was another gap in the second rail. This game is so full of ridiculous gotchas. Just, I want to be the guy type shit is happening. I feel like I'm going to get to the end of this level, and then one of those little apples is just going to fly out of nowhere and hit me, and then it'll just do the game over screen. With the number of, like, things you couldn't possibly get first try happening. Yeah, the camera, like the angle of it, or the distance away from the character that it is, or something, is like not ideal for seeing. As well, so that doesn't help. Okay, that jump barely worked. Who would rent this a second time? I don't know. I feel like they're not. That's like, that comes up a lot in Spike Vegeta's chat. They call it the blockbuster level over there. Whenever Spike's playing, because he's doing a SNES challenge, so he's playing all Super Nintendo games. Whenever he gets to one level that's way harder than any other level, they call it the blockbuster level. Because it's the level where you're meant to return the game to Blockbuster at this point, and to make you rent the game again. I feel like that's not so much of a thing by the 2000s. I was definitely still renting games, of course, but there's no way they were designing games with the rental market in mind. That was a sick skip. I'm a legend. I should be dead right now. Okay, there's a gap here. You can kind of see it. You can kind of see it there coming up. And then you do that. And then you do that. No way, dude. What? How do you do? What? No. It just gave me no, like, horizontal on that. Excuse me. Fuck. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this game was probably just play-tested by the same people who made it. And so they were just like, well, I know the jump is there, so you just make the jump. Like, to them it's obvious because they made it, you know? That's like a common pitfall of game design. If you playtest your own game, you're naturally going to be too good at it because you know everything. You gotta get the perspective of lots of people who have never seen the thing before. I mean, it could just be skill issue on my part. Like, maybe I'm just uniquely bad at this compared to their playtesters who all thought it was fine. But I feel like if you just bring in like a dozen or so people and you're like, hey, play this level, everyone is gonna die over and over again to stuff that they couldn't have possibly seen coming. It can't just be me, right? Yeah, janky bounce. I hate that jump. That's like an AirBlade physics problem, that jump right there. It's because you get air, so you lose control, and then you're trying to regain control, and when you get control back, you like do a weird bounce off the ground and end up getting a really bad angle. That's an AirBlade physics thing. What's that about Toshihiro Nagoshi? I don't think he's mything. I think his company just went out of business. Yeah, I don't see anything about that. It's a shame we'll never get to play Gang of Dragon. We'll never know if he was cooking. Unless anyone here has $44 million. Like, maybe if we all pooled our money, I can put 20 bucks in towards the 44 mil. Yeah, probably. All the devs have left, so even if we gave Toshihiro Nagoshi $44 million, I don't think that would do it at this point. I think we had to pool our cash on that a couple months ago, maybe. It's over. The Chigyus have won. Oof. that would hurt. Coming back to Sega and they stick you on the Zero Kiwami team. Hello? No way. Ah, come on. Fuck. Yeah, they delisted the old Zero to force everyone to buy Director's Cut Zero for more money, even though it adds literally nothing of value, and arguably, like, adds things of value. It adds things of negative value. Like, oh boy, I sure am glad that what's-his-face survives, just so that he can die again in a different cutscene 10 minutes later. It adds a couple cutscenes that are just like, don't need to exist. Yeah, they establish that Lee survives that truck bomb, only to, I think, randomly die again a little bit later anyway, so it doesn't even make a difference. It's just like, why'd they do it? Kiwami 3 is like... So I haven't finished it yet. I have been playing a little bit more of it. I think I'm in... Oh yeah, no, I played a bunch more, but I didn't actually get that much further in it. I'm still only, like, at the end of Chapter 6, like, post-Conda fight. That's as far as I've made it, but I played a bunch of it. It just, like... I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't think Kiwami 3 is doing anything wrong that a lot of their other games weren't already doing wrong. It's just like... I feel like the haters are getting louder, is what it comes down to. People who have been complaining about this stuff are now more in number. But it's the same kind of stuff. Like, just the way they force you to... The way they force you to do huge amounts of completely irrelevant side content before you can continue the plot just, like, totally ruins any sense of pacing the game could possibly have. You know, the combat is, like, not that good. I think the combat is an improvement over, like, Lost Judgment. It's kind of a hot take. People really like Lost Judgment combat, but... You know, the ending changes some stuff. You can't get the fucking height you need. Excuse me, that is I am holding X. You can't get the height you need. What do they want me to do about that? Hello? It's the third time I've failed that jump in the same way. I'm not really sure what to do there. That doesn't seem possible. Boost doesn't work that way. Maybe if I try to just have boost for it. But no, boost does not really aid with jump height at all. But you know, it's kind of the same, it's kind of the same stuff that's been wrong with a lot of Dragon Engine Yakuza, but you know, there was like a popular thing ragging on the graphics, because yeah, the Dragon Engine is pretty tired at this point. I feel like it doesn't look good. In particular, there was this one area of the game that had, like, you know, there was a river. And the river was, like, blue Gatorade colored. Like, the water was just completely wrong. And this was, like, in the demo. And they were like, we'll patch it, don't worry. We know about the blue Gatorade water. And then the game came out, and, like, they didn't really patch it. Like, the water is still kind of Gatorade colored. So it's, like, weird. So there's, like, that. I don't know. It just... I feel like this is a me thing. This is a total speedrunner complaint. But the load times are so bad. A full run of the game is like 50% load screen. It's just ridiculous. Nobody's really even bothered running Kiwami 3 because it's like not a very good run. People have done like 1 or 2 runs of K3. A lot more people have done, people were messing with Dark Ties, which I haven't played yet. People were messing with Dark Ties because it's only like a half an hour, but full game K3 any percent is like, whatever. Like, nobody cares, unfortunately. So that's a bit sad to see. The usual suspects who would be on something like that day one are all just like, no, it's not very fun, I'm not gonna do it. I can't do it. That jump's not possible. I don't understand. I'm just gonna fail the jump in the same way over and over. Does the grind type affect the jump? Maybe. Damn, did Cyrix say he's not gonna do a guide for it? I didn't hear that. Is Cyrix not doing the guide? That's crazy. He always does the guide, and his guides are good. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how Stranger Than Heaven is, right? Hopefully that's good, but it feels like they gotta put out a banger to, like, get people's trust back a little bit. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think boost does affect jump height. I think you can get extra airtime with it. Yeah. Okay, hold up. I think I just have to preserve boost until that jump, and then we use it, and then it'll work. It gives you like a weird kind of floatier jump, where like you don't get extra jump height, but you do get extra, like you kind of hover, you kind of have better hang time. Okay, yeah, and it just comes out. You don't even have to press the jump button. Okay, hold up. Hold up, I just figured out how this game works after almost 3 hours. But yeah, if you hold X on your jump, like if you press and hold X, it'll spend boost to give you more airtime. That's the lore. And Ethan can be a protagonist in the 2020s.
Come on.
Like, have you considered Ethan Mars from the hit game Heavy Rain? Which isn't disproving your point, because I think that game's from 2009. I hovered too much. We're dead. That sucks. I jumped over the whole thing. You know, one of my good friends is Ethan. Except, you know, that also isn't disproving anything, because he'll have been born in 1997, so... Owie. Man, I've been playing this level for like 45 minutes or something. This sucks. This kind of sucks. I want it to be over. Yeah, they were, I watched like 5 minutes of Mission Impossible on my hotel TV yesterday. I'm not convinced that what they're giving me is actually cable TV. I turned the TV on just because I was bored, and it was like every other channel was just airing some kind of movie. So I'm not convinced that it's real cable, unless that's what real cable TV is nowadays. I wouldn't even know. But every channel was just almost every channel was just airing some movie, and one of them was just airing Mission Impossible, and I watched it for like 5 minutes. Oh yeah, still with ads for sure. The ads are brutal. It's like, you know, a 90-minute movie. They stretch it out to like 4 hours. You get like 5 minutes of movie, and then like 5 minutes of ad. It was pretty much completely unwatchable, unfortunately, because of that. Okay, we're holding some boost, and it works. Alright, cool. That was, in fact, the last jump of the level that I failed like 4 times.
Ethan, your tenacity is quite astounding. I'm almost tempted to offer you a job.
Did I get back to you on that?
What's wrong with this? What have they done? Suddenly the video quality is like really bad. It's like a weird blurring. It looks terrible.
Man, that was was a close shave. I know, he nearly offered me a job.
A grade, by the way. I did it. A. Oh, wait, that was it? Congratulations, you've completed AirBlade story mode? I didn't even defeat the bad guy. He's right there. What? You've completed AirBlade story mode. I genuinely did not expect that to be the end of the game. Are you for real? There's no final boss, like, encounter? Well, I mean, stop the timer, I guess. There's our dev photos over the credits. I remember them doing this in, Burnout as well. The dev photos and the credits is great. I can't believe that's it. We didn't take down the evil corporation. We just saved some guy and then left. We're not gonna save the future from the evil corporation using our AirBlade. The building didn't even blow up. I thought that the building was in self-destruct mode. The building didn't even blow up. We just left.
Riding into the sun, working all day, gotta get things done. You think you're on the money when you're jumping like a bunny, or you're thinking that same, or just chilled in your lemons. You're thinking that same, or just chilling in your lemons.
Yeah, English casting and directed. Lainey Minella.
Here we go, here we go, play fucking now, here we go, here we go, play fucking now, here we go, play fucking now, here we go, play fucking now, play fucking now.
Yo, thanks for the 51 months, Djibouti. Appreciate it a ton. Hope you are doing very well. That was an incredibly anticlimactic ending. More so than most games that end and I'm like, that's it. Like, most of the time when the game ends and I'm like, that's it? It's like, I guess that's it. This is truly like, that's seriously it? They didn't end it, it's just, we just left. This is the part in the story where they would be like, okay, now we execute our plan in order to, like, take him down once and for all. Or it would be like, we rescued our boy, and then the boy would be like, would be back at the HQ, and they'd be like, you know, while I was kidnapped, I heard them talking about something. It sounds like they have a power source deep underground in the basement of the building. And then it's like, alright, if we blow up the power core, we'll stop their evil plan. And then you go down there and you do like a cave level, then you do like an underground secret science base level, and then the core is actually like a portal to another dimension they're getting their energy from, and then you do like a hell level, and then you finally, that's like the final level, is like the hell level. And then after that, there's like maybe some kind of final boss type encounter where you have to like grind on him and he's like huge, and then you close the portal thus cutting off their energy and it like blows up the whole facility. That, I'm just saying 3 more levels is all they need. I'm saying that's 3 levels and then you're done. But I guess that's AirBlade. Doesn't that sound like the ending for a Doom game? Listen, it might be a bit out there, but it doesn't have to be a portal to hell. It could be something else. It could just be like a nuclear reactor. It could just be cave level to get down there, and then nuclear reactor science base level, and then final boss against like a giant mech man. Like, we can cut the hell portal level. I understand that we don't necessarily need that, although it would be nice. Anyway, let's check out the making of. Man.
I'm Emily Newton-Dunn. We're here at Criterion Games.
Criterion's office is just like a yieldy British house. Look at the fans around, the CRT monitors. I love seeing the office footage in these like old making-ofs. I love seeing what everyone has on their desks and everything. It's so good.
One of the guys, Craig.
Oh my god.
Do you want to tell us a bit about what you do?
Fucking look at Craig, dude. He's the game designer. Look at this man.
Fantastic.
I have a bit of a hand in level design, the way the player moves, and the control system, all of the tricks, the different player modes and stuff. I basically get to kind of control what the player experiences and how much fun they have when they actually sit down and start playing the game. So it's a pretty cool job.
Excellent, definitely. And tell us a bit about AirBlade then.
So AirBlade is a next generation boarding game. Basically by next generation we kind of mean that it's a step up from snowboarding, skateboarding games that are around at the moment. Obviously the fact that it's set on an AirBlade rather than something that's in contact with the floor.
A hoverboard.
Yeah, a hoverboard. You know, it's kind of like the Back to the Future thing that everybody's seen. You know, we've watched that video quite a lot of times.
We've all waited for, but never,
Yeah,
appeared.
I mean, you know, that's kind of one of the main things that we wanted to try and pick up on is the fact that everybody we show the game to always thinks about the Back to the Future section. Say, right, you know, obviously you can grab onto the back of cars and you can kind of drive over water and things like that. So,
but there's much more to this game than just stunts, particularly for single player mode.
Yeah, I mean the main mode of the game is story mode, which I think you were playing earlier.
Had a little go.
Yeah, just a little bit. Mere 5 minutes. You play a little bit more later.
Yeah.
So that's one of the main differences between our game and a lot of the other games at the moment is that we wanted to kind of bring something fresh and something new to it in terms of with the storyline. You've obviously got a start and a finish to the game.
Yeah.
And kind of when you start a level, you have a little bit of the story is unraveled to you, and it basically gives you more of a reason, so that when you're playing through a level, you know,
I don't know that I care about the story. I don't know how effective that was. The gameplay was fun though.
You know, in say level
but
2 of our game,
I was not paying attention to those cutscenes, like at all.
Who you've stolen the board from, and they're trying to get the board back from you. They're trying to hunt you down. So they've got guards who are out to kind of catch you on the sidewalk and stuff. They've got surveillance vans tracking you down. They've got surveillance cameras and all of these kind of things. They're basically there to impede your progress through the game. So you've got to take them out, and that's the whole kind of that section of storyline just for level 2.
How have you kind of approached the learning curve on AirBlade?
We did a lot of tests, a lot of focus tests with people, where we just gave them the controller, got them to drive around, and started out really easily.
Yeah, once Tony Hawk did a story, Tony Hawk's Underground 1, I say is still is definitely like the undisputed king of stories in an extreme sports game. Underground 1 specifically, so good. I don't know how they never like recaptured it. I don't know. They said that one, their first one was the best one.
Kind of show people stuff that they will never see in any other game.
Yeah.
You know,
But I don't think any of the other devs that have tried like a story mode in an extreme sports game have done that well either.
To try and make it so that you could show someone for 10 seconds, you know, this is what you can do if someone gave you an AirBlade and you went outside now.
Yeah.
You can do this, you can spin around lampposts.
Man, the demo footage is like pro play. He's gaming.
That usually inspires people to say, right.
Yeah, it comes down to Eric Sparrow being so hateable.
Thank you very much, Craig. So we nabbed Ed.
Such a detestable little asshole.
Can you tell us what you do here?
I'm the lead artist on AirBlade, so I have to set the style and the tone of the game.
There are quite a few of you working on the game, and it is story-led, so it's obviously quite character-driven and things.
It's quite character-driven, obviously.
Other people's ideas.
I think one of the things you have to do is to set the style fairly early on, and then when people can see that the style's a certain way, then they kind of buy into it. And so what we did was we concentrated on getting one level up and together, so that we could really say, well, that is what the game is. That's what it's all about. And once you've got that, everyone can buy into that from all their different directions in terms of the programming, in terms of the art, and in terms of the game design.
I was just thinking it must be quite complex because the game is played over so many levels, and you
so
really
many
can
levels,
sort of jump
like
from
6 of
one
them.
pole, do a spin and jump to the next pole. How did you kind of work out all the different routes that could be taken?
Yeah, well, one of the things we wanted to put into the game was a kind of a skill base over height. So you can kind of ride around on the ground and just do low grinds and all that kind of thing. That's all there. But then the more skillful you get, you'll find that there's more kind of routes through the city and the higher levels until you get onto like telephone cables and things that run around the level. Grinding along the edge of canopies and swinging across lampposts and all that kind of thing. So there's multiple levels, and the more skillful you are, the longer you can stay in the air, basically.
Absolutely. So basically, if you can see something with an edge, grind it.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We
you
like
see
that.
a pole, grab it, spin around it.
Yeah.
If there's anything you think you may be able to smash through it, have a go, because you'll be able to.
Gonna turn this dude up a tiny bit.
Smash into any windows, then instead of.
Yeah, there's windows in buildings that you smash through to.
Oh, disturb people in their baths.
Yeah. That kind of thing.
Right, well, I grabbed Pete from Busy out there. So, Pete, tell us who you are and what you do here.
Okay, I'm Pete Lake. I'm an artist working at Criterion Games, working on AirBlade. Currently in charge of the cutscenes.
This is super long. It's just like they're just interviewing
Fantastic.
random
Now, there
devs.
are loads of pictures on the walls of Ethan and Kat. Do you want to take us through how you actually did develop Ethan as a character?
Yeah, Ethan started off, but all the characters started off as quite this Japanese manga-influenced game. When the publisher
Very Japanese manga
stop and
influenced.
look at the project as far as making it a bit more realistic. People can approach something that's a lot more realistic.
They can identify with it a lot more. And then there's Kat as well, because she's very different there than she is there.
She is indeed. Kat's the sidekick character in the game. She started out.
Wait,
as
she's
kind of a
psychic?
warrior
Oh no, sidekick. Okay.
She worked through a lot of phases.
That would be a bit of a plot twist I wasn't aware
She
of.
still is a computer hacker, so she's got the glasses. She looks slightly nerdy, but still, she's cool enough to be street.
You've got your characters, you've got your design, you know.
She
you're
looks
working on
slightly
AirBlade.
nerdy, allegedly.
How do you actually go about and,
Because of the
capture all tricks
glasses?
and
Question
stuff like
mark.
that?
Yeah, we've used motion capture to get because we're going with a game that's very realistic.
Yeah, honestly, I think I agree, Ludacris. I feel like as they showed the iterations on her design, she just got worse.
You get a person who wears
The first one was better.
covered in little ping pong balls, and then they work in an environment with lots of cameras.
Oh, that's so cool.
Exact position
Look at
of all these
that.
things. And we can make a little stick man that moves exactly the same. We used some professional skaters, some proper UK skaters for Globe, like Matt
Brilliant.
Pritchard and Matthew Davis. And they came along to us, and we spent 2 days with them. We built ramps, we built some boxes. We got them skating on boards, we got them holding props. We did some really great stuff with them.
How difficult was it to come up with new tricks for the hoverboard?
It was quite hard initially, but as we laid down a few ground rules. You're thinking this AirBlade is hovering about this high off the floor, so immediately you don't have any worry about contact. So you can do most of your standard skateboard tricks where you need to jump. You can do them straight away. So you've got all your basic flips out the way straight away. So we have been able to go much more gymnastics, almost as if we're using this thing as a trampoline.
Brilliant.
You can bounce it because it's on a cushion of air. So we're doing big flips, big tricks, and because you can go faster and higher, you can throw in snowboarding moves. You can throw in just crazy stuff.
You three are programmers on AirBlade. Can you introduce yourselves and actually tell us what
You three.
My name's Sean Turner. I'm the lead programmer. I've worked mainly on the animation of the characters in the game. I've also worked on some of the other animation parts of the game, like the real-time cutscenes, and I've worked with Paul here on the handling as well.
And I basically wrote the physics engine in there, a few bits and bobs. Apart from that, I did the game types, story mode, and the training, but pretty much my whole thing was making the world believable in there.
My name's Steve. So I've been working on the sort of the game engine, which is kind of the low-level glue which will tie everything else together. There's all the other programming services sit on top of. So we're integrating in the renderware graphics engine into the game and making sure we're using it in a fairly efficient way.
Just go back to you, Paul. I mean, the physics engine must have been one of the hardest things to actually get right.
Absolutely.
How long did it take you, and how did you work it out in the end?
Well, it's such an evolutionary process, really, because you start off and how do you start off doing a hoverboard?
These guys are very boring. Show me more office footage. They're not going to show any more office footage. It's all just interviews where the devs are just like, yep, I had to make the physics.
Start rolling down a hill, that is it. You would never ever stop.
It's something we realised right at the start of the project, wasn't it? That
Yeah.
This is going to have to be a model that we're going to have to not make realistic. We're going to have to make it as playable as possible.
Like the best,
realism thing.
And there's a new kind of tool.
the best type of behind the scenes. Like I want to see them like showing.
How it's helped you.
Like I want to see this dude sitting at his desk with like the dev tools up on the screen and stuff like that.
And shows you cycle
That's like peak behind the scenes footage when you get to see like them like working on the character models or like a level editor or something.
Analyzer comes in and lets you see all those bits at once and exactly how they're related to each other. So you can see if there was like one bit was stalling on one of the others, if there was a bottleneck somewhere slowing the rest of it down. So you can identify those problems. And
Which one of these guys is responsible for the train that completely trashes the game speed? I wonder if the train lags on a real PS2.
I mean, it's a continuous process because right up until the game's released, you're going to be looking for the bugs and all those kinds of things. But essentially, from setup, what are the different stages that you have to go through?
It's quite interesting because we had a prototype game with essentially all the essential elements that the game has today within, I think it was 6 weeks from design. We did a prototype. We just hacked it all together. We're using renderware so we could get the rendering really quickly, and we had a board. I think we did have a character on a board. We could grab poles, do tricks, grind edges.
I think we even had cars on it as well, didn't we?
I think we did. We put it together really quickly.
I think we even had cars in it.
We had like a prototype game.
I think.
Right, I grabbed Stephen.
All right, I've grabbed Stephen.
What are you doing here?
Well, we're doing it right now.
Right here, right this minute. No. What's your role in the AirBlade?
I'm the head of the audio for Criterion Games, and my role is to oversee all the audio content for the game and to work with my team of guys into making it all happen in terms of speech, music, sound effects.
So you did all the music for AirBlade as well?
Yeah, we spent quite a long time, probably since about January, writing music for AirBlade. I've written it with a co-writer, a friend of mine called Steve Emney, who a guy who's been in the industry for a long time. I've done a lot of work with. We worked together pretty much through every track there was.
Did you see the sort of tracks that you were putting the music to first, or did you kind of have an idea of the way you wanted it to go?
I think that, there is obviously always an initial design document, and there is always ideas for music. Everybody's got an idea for music. Everybody's got the music.
Man, they could have never done this on GameCube. Imagine we've been watching this for like 10 minutes. Imagine trying to cram all this onto the GameCube disc.
And try and complement what's going on with
this is the power of DVD.
Well, one thing that we all decided on for this title was that we were going to use American voices. And we wanted to get it to be really, really authentic. We did some auditions, we did some castings last week on Monday and Tuesday evening, and because this was being done over in the West Coast, we're already at an 8 hours difference, so we're doing that from here in the evenings. We did it on a conference call phone. There's myself, Ben Minto is my head sound designer, and he's put a lot of work in with the sound design ideas and the voice ideas, and working with Pete Lake on what the cutscenes are actually going to be and how the characters are actually going to speak and interact.
My name is Paul Glancy. I'm the creative manager on the game, and
sick. Look at that. They don't have to.
Make sure
they don't have to worry about because this is a PS2 only game. There's no Xbox or GameCube version of this. They don't have to worry about blurring out the PS2. They can just show it.
Basically, run around and organize everybody so everything gets done on time.
Tell us about how the game has actually been put together, because there's lots of teams working together. So, how do you bring them all in?
It's pretty easy actually. That's the easiest way to do it, is to divide everybody up into smaller groups, because then once people know where they're responsible for and they know the areas that they're responsible for, they tend to respond a lot better to ideas that are going around, because they know they have the right to be able to say no, that doesn't fall within our, that's not how we want to do things. So basically,
yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does, doesn't it? Looks like he's got his arm like on her shoulder.
And Paul, you have a kind of creative overview.
Oh, Paul.
Yeah, I think my role is generally, it's almost like I'm the layman on the team, because my past is in journalism, doing reviews and stuff like that, and also working at a games publisher. And so my role on the team is to sort of, I guess,
that's a good sized CRT. That's not really a small one. That's like a medium sized one, I feel like. The small ones are like, if you saw that picture Ketrob posted in Discord this morning of his, Ketrob's got one of those small ones. That's like pretty decent.
Where did the name AirBlade come along from?
Well, the game was originally called Stunt Squad, but the game was quite a little bit different then. You know, we had it was kind of cartoony. It was a bit younger, and Stunt Squad does sound a bit.
Yeah, like I feel like growing up, our like main big TV was like that size. It was like that exact TV.
It evolved a little bit so that it looked a bit older, a bit more realistic, and basically.
And then we had a tiny one that was in a different room.
So that was your sneaky peek at the making.
That's so crazy that their office is just like a house.
Now stop watching this. Get out there and play it.
That's so like British of them. They've just got like a house that they turned into the office. Anyway, I guess that's pretty much it, though, I think. Do we have any extras? We unlocked stunt attack mode. We would have unlocked other stuff if I were, like, good. I guess stunt attack mode exists, but I don't think I'm gonna bother. Score attack, freestyle, training, stunt attack. Okay, we can play as the other characters. I was kind of wondering about that. They've even got an A and a B costume, but they, like, don't show you them until you pick it. So, okay, there's only 5 levels. Yeah, hang on a second. I was trying to count them in my head when we were watching that. There were only 5 levels in the whole story mode. That was it.
Cruising, never losing, hanging in tough, don't wanna fall off. Easy-minded.
Oh shit, it's like, this is just like actual Tony Hawk Pro Skater mode. Hang on, what are the goals? Stunt list. Or objectives. 4-second grind, 3-second airtime. I mean, you have to beat the game to unlock this, which is a little weird, but... What are the other ones? Objectives. 15 trick combo, 50,000 points flawless, 200,000 points. Get the logos. Well, that's interesting. I don't think I'm gonna actually bother, but that is interesting that they did this. There's no, like, manuals, right? Nah, you can't manual. I don't think better than story mode. To be honest, I've come around on the whole story mode format. They only had 5 levels. So I think it's actually okay. I think actually story mode was okay, and I was a bit too hard on it. Hey, there's my 3 seconds airtime. They count that. I don't know how you're supposed to get a 10 combo trick. I mean, I guess by just grinding on stuff. You have to, without manuals, you have to find the correct line for that kind of thing. You know, it's probably kind of tricky. Anyway, I'm not gonna mess with this for too long. Quit, yes. But that's AirBlade, I guess. This game was alright. I feel like more levels, like I was saying, 2 or 3 more levels would be good for the single player. I don't know how to feel exactly about the format of story mode, the way you have to do a bunch of stuff before the timer runs out. I think it's alright, except that, like, I feel like this game has a lot of gacha moments where, like, it's not super clear what to do, or where you just instantly fall because you did something wrong that, like, you couldn't have seen coming, like that door that just opens to reveal a pit in the final level. But, like, knowing that that was the final level, I'm more willing to forgive the fact that it was a little stupid at times, you know? Like, I'm more willing to forgive it knowing now that that was the final boss. So it's like, okay, fair enough. Fair enough that it's kind of hard, I guess. So, like, I'm kind of nicer on that than I would be if that was just, like, a random thing in the middle of the game, you know, those levels where if you fall, you instantly fail. That did say porn star, yes, that's a, like a skateboard clothing brand that's in the game. Next to no replay value once you're done. Yeah, for the single player, I think. I mean, they do rate you. And, like, to be honest, I think this seems like a pretty sick speed game, is the impression that I get. Like, you know, someone said any percent is 14 minutes. I feel like if you had a good route, you would look like such a badass just cruising through the level, breaking everything in the correct order and stuff. Because you can do all the objectives out of order as well. And I mean, when you beat the game, you've also got, you know, trying to get the ranks to unlock whatever the extras are, but then also, like, that stunt mode we just saw, and there was some kind of trick mode as well. I don't know what that is exactly, but, you know, I think this is a solid game. It definitely controls weirdly. I don't think that your average gamer would want to play this, to be honest with you, just because of the controls. I think that the AirBlade, it definitely controls, like, you know, realistically for an AirBlade, which obviously the AirBlade is not real, but if it was real, it would obviously be very floaty and, like, weird to turn on and stuff like that. And it's like that, you know, the guy programming the physics engine who we saw in that interview did his job. You know, it definitely controls like an AirBlade and not just a skateboard with invisible wheels. But I feel like that could turn a lot of people off because it does control really weird. It just feels weird to play. But I don't know, it's not bad. It wasn't that long, so, you know, it kind of just is what it is if it's a little weird. Soundtrack is alright, I'll throw that in there. Soundtrack is alright. Don't feel strongly one way or another about it.